Can you see me in the shot if I sit here?
If you're sitting, yes. Although I can only see a little piece of you. Should I move you like over a little?
Okay.
Is it going?
Yeah. Should be. Does it look like it's not?
It says blinking record, so I assume yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi guys. Thank you so much for joining me today and doing Acro together and yoga. I'm going to start off this class with a little story. So we just find a comfortable seat and sit in a position where we're not noticing our body too much, but our breath can flow in and out easily. The breath can just be your natural breath. You want to have an awareness of it, a gentle presence. We'll take 3 deep breaths together to start this practice. First, exhale a clearing breath, letting everything out. And then together we inhale. Pausing at the top before exhaling out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Up out the mouth. Final breath together, inhaling. And exhaling. So today I'm going to tell you the story of a little boy named Krishna. And Krishna is this idea of God being born in a human body, sort of like Christ. We can hear the similarity in that word. So when God is born in the body of Krishna, he's pretty mischievous. He likes to play. He likes to sneak up on women bathing in the river and steal their clothing. Run up into a tree, na boo boo, I got your sorry. He loves butter. He loves stealing butter from women. But because he's literally God in a human baby body, little boy, he's so adorable and precious. He has this radiant blue skin and everyone's just mesmerized by him. When he steals butter from women, their reaction is pride. They go to their friends and they brag about it. You'll never guess what I found Krishna doing in my cupboard yesterday. So Krishna has a following from a young age, but no one is fooled by his mischievousness. No one is more aware of his mischievousness than his mother, Yasoda. So one day, Krishna is playing by the riverside with his best friend in a game that they'd played a few times. He loved making mud pies. They were really going at it. They were having a whole bakery. They were selling each other mud pies, mud scones, mud muffins, feeding them to one another, trying to get other kids around them to eat the mud with them, mouths filled with mud. And Yasoda sees them from the house, and she goes towards the river screaming, "Boys! Boys! You better not be eating mud!" And she gets to the riverside and she says, "Open your mouth." And Krishna's friend opens his mouth and mud dribbles out. Where his teeth are, you see mud just caked on. Where his tongue is, covered in black soot. And she said, "I know you've been eating mud. Don't try to lie to me. Krishna, have you been eating mud today?" And he says, "No." She goes, "Open your mouth." He opens up his mouth, and where a little boy should have teeth and a tongue and tonsils, she saw stars and planets and galaxies swirling around each other, coming into existence and fading out. And she fell into his mouth, and his friend fell into his mouth. And the whole village had an enormous trip, like floating around the universe, flying through space and time. Their minds altered, everything about their relationship with reality changed. She fell out of his mouth with a look of shock on her face. And Krishna realized, like, I don't want my mommy to be scared of me. I want her to still read me bedtime stories. So he cast a little spell with his sacred mantras and touched her forehead right in the third eye and allowed her to melt into that awareness. So she didn't hold on to it with fear. She didn't hold on to it with a story or a specific time and place, but she just maintained that awareness that we're all one and that within every little boy and girl and human, there is the whole universe, that our souls are infinite, and that's what Krishna taught people. So we're going to start off today our practice kind of thinking about, mulling over the vision of flying through space and time as we make our way to a child's pose. You can spread your knees out wide on your mat. Your hips sink down towards your heels. Your arms reaching out long in front of you. And your heart melts to the earth. Breathing deeply into your belly. On the exhale, you root into the ground, feeling the earth support you. You can shift from side to side, getting length in one side of the body and then the other, moving to your own breath, moving to your own rhythm, moving in the way your body wants to move today. Just continuing to stay connected to your breath. On an inhale, I want you to come up onto the tippy tops of your fingers, lifting your elbows away from the ground. Look forwards. And then splash your heart forwards, coming into a cobra. Gentle cobra. Your hands are by your ribs. Your heart lifts. Your toes press to the ground. Your gaze lifts. Exhale for down dog. Your toes curl under. Your hips lift up. Deep bend in the knees. Awesome. So that your tail is happy and buoyant. Beautiful. Go ahead and step your feet in. Awesome. You're wrapping your shoulders together on your back so that your fingers are gripping the ground and your elbows start to point down towards the earth. Nice, nice, nice. And get a little micro bend in your elbows so it's not locked. With an exhale, lower your knees to the ground, coming into a tabletop. Begin to get curious about your spine, how it floats in space. You can sway your hips from side to side, rolling circles with your neck. Staying connected to your breath. With an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and the gaze. Belly expands. And then on your exhale, you push into the ground and round your spine, dropping your head. Inhale, the heart lifts. Exhale, spine rounds. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, pushing the air out from your stomach, drawing the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, come back to tabletop, neutral spine. Plant your left hand directly under your face. You inhale, your right arm lifts up, getting wide and long from fingertip to fingertip. Exhale, the right hand winds between the left hand and the ground, coming onto your right ear. Resting gently if this feels nice. Being mindful of the neck. This is supposed to be a gentle stretch. Each exhale allows you to sink a little deeper into the stretch. On an inhale, you unwind. That right arm reaches back up like a whole wingspan. Exhaling, the right hand plants where the left hand is. Left hand reaches up. With the exhale, left hand winds under. Threading the needle, you come onto your left ear. On an inhale, fingertip to fingertip. Exhaling, left hand plants. Go ahead and send your right toes back and behind you. Begin to pulse into the right heel. So you're opening up the back of the right leg. And then on an exhale, you kick the left foot out to a right angle, reaching the right arm up, coming into a pose called Stargazer, just like Krishna, just like his family flying through space, examining the universe within. And this practice with storytelling and movement is meant to open up our hearts. So take a moment to draw circles, big circles around the heart. We're lubricating the shoulder joint and we're stirring up the seat of emotion. We're stirring up the space around that point within. Maybe it's our higher self. Take a moment to spin those circles the other way. Make sure you're pressing into all 5 fingers so that the weight is distributed. With an exhale, that right hand comes down and plants beside the left. The left foot spirals in as the right knee touches back to the ground. Roll through a few cat-cows on your own breath. Exhaling, dropping the head. Inhaling, lifting the heart. Exhaling, the head drops. Inhaling, the heart lifts. Next time you come through center, pause. Send that left leg out long behind you. Pulsing into the heel, opening up the back of the leg. And on an inhale, kick the right foot behind you to a right angle. You lift that left arm up. The gaze can follow the left fingertips. You can feel the oblique muscles on the left side engaging. The belly button draws towards the spine. And the neck is free. The head isn't rigid. You have space to move. And then, as you're ready, you begin to draw those circles, weaving the breath together with the movement. The inhale, the arm rises up, and at the very end of the inhale, the arm is at the top of the circle. You exhale, sweeping the fingertips to the ground. Inhaling, the hand floats up. Exhaling, the arm sweeps down. Go ahead and switch the direction of those circles. The gaze is gentle. With your next exhale, the left hand meets the ground again. You sink the hips back for a child's pose. On an inhale, walk the hands over to the right, getting a big stretch in the left side of the body. See if you can walk the hands a little further. Breath in, walk your hands back through center, and then exhale them over to the left. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Floating up onto all fours. And then onto the shins, we're going to sit and look at one another. How do you feel?
Good.
Awesome. So there's an Acro pose that embodies the spirit of Krishna, discovering the universe within. And I'm going to teach it to you guys. Does anyone want to volunteer to be the flyer?
It's up to you. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you didn't done it at that. What is your recommendation if someone has not done Acro before? Yeah.
Then you should be the flyer since you have done Acro.
Okay.
And this will be, I'll just demonstrate the pose and you'll see what it's about.
Okay.
Perfect. Great. I'm going to ask you to be a spotter.
Okay.
So
What does that mean?
I'll lie down on Jacqueline's mat. She's going to be standing here. And you're going to be standing perpendicular to us with your legs wide, knees bent a little bit, and keep your hands close to her hips. So that if she falls, just bring her feet to the ground. But don't touch her if she's not wobbling, and yeah, because she'll find her balance. So I believe we have done this pose before. It's called back bird, where you're going to turn around. My feet will be right on your tush. And then you're going to fly. And your back is arching. And like it embodies this idea of flipping your perspective. So your flips upside down. And if you want, you can come out of it through a handstand.
So I'm starting this way, right?
Okay. Okay. So I'm placing my feet for you to know when you become the base. I'm placing them like kind of on her low tush. I feel the curve of my foot connecting with the lower curve of her tush. But she can also tell me if she was like, that's a little tight on my back or something, maybe higher, maybe lower, we can adjust and see.
Okay.
So Jacqueline, I want you to grab my ankles and look up towards the sky like you're about to do a back bend and start leaning back and bending your elbows. Nice. Awesome. You can keep leaning back, really lower your shoulders towards me. There you go. How's that feel?
Good.
Awesome. You want to take a deep breath with me? I'm going to let go of my ankles. See how it feels to just let the arms fall and be heavy. Feel on the back. Okay, awesome. So your hands are already touching the ground, so we can plant them if you want. You can come out through a handstand. Beautiful!
Ooh, that was fun.
Yeah. So now you guys are going to do it. You have to figure out who's going to be the base and the flyer, and I'll spot.
I'll be the base.
You sure?
Yeah, because my back is going to hurt. Okay. I don't think I should do a back bend.
Fair. And I want you to be relaxed, like your whole head can be on the ground.
I feel scared.
Okay.
Okay.
What's scaring you?
I feel like I'm gonna drop you. I'll spin out of it. Okay. I'm not worried. Let's do this thing. I've fallen before.
So, Jacqueline,
Does this
take
feel
a step
good?
closer to her. A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
She asked you if it feels good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys could take a deep breath together.
Okay.